James A. Montero, Paralegal and Office Manager, Northwestern Legal Services. When Jim Montero was recruited in June 1975 by Legal Services for Northwestern Pennsylvania, now Northwestern Legal Services, he was asked to provide legal aid advocacy and outreach to migrant farm workers working the grape fields and fruit orchards in the region. Nearly 35 years later, Jim continues to promote the mission of equal access to justice to the low-income community, and especially to the Hispanic community of Erie. Originally from Erie, Jim served honorably in the U.S. Army in Vietnam from 1966 to 1968, and following his military service, he began working at the General Electric plant in Erie. He was recruited by the Legal Aid Organization in June 1975 to work with migrant farm workers, in part because of his bilingual fluency in Spanish and English. He transitioned in 1977 to a staff position as a paralegal and affirmative action officer for the Erie office of Northwestern Legal Services. In March 1991, Jim was promoted to Erie Office Manager. While he continued to represent low-income clients in administrative law cases, he began supervising the daily operations of the Erie office. 19 years later, he continues to provide leadership to the Erie office, the largest of the 6 staffed offices in the program's 10-county service region. For the client community, Jim has served for 3.5 decades. And for colleagues on the legal aid staff in Northwestern Pennsylvania, Jim has consistently demonstrated the highest standards of professionalism and integrity in the performance of his duties as a legal aid law worker. Although he has a quiet demeanor, Jim is very conscientious in his advocacy for clients, and he competently represents their interests in administrative law cases. As manager of the Erie office, he brings the same calm and competent demeanor to his administrative responsibilities as supervisor of day-to-day operations. Although Jim has had more lucrative job offers over the years, he has remained with legal aid because of his strong belief in equal access to justice. Jim's commitment to the needs of the Hispanic community in Erie is especially keen. He was one of the founding fathers of the Hispanic-American Council of Erie, now known as the Multicultural Community Resource Center. The center provides a wide range of social services to Spanish-speaking clients in the region, as well as immigrants and refugees that have resettled in the Erie area. Jim served on the board of directors, including board president, and he continues to be an important resource for their efforts. In addition to his work for the Hispanic community in Erie, Jim was also a founding member of Minority Health Education Delivery System, which provides health services to individuals and families from ethnically diverse backgrounds. He has also served since 2006 on the Erie County Public Defender's Advisory Committee that provides regular feedback about services to the low-income community in cases where incarceration is a possible result, along with other juvenile and mental health cases. In recognition of his 35 years of passion for equal access to justice and excellence as a legal aid advocate, Jim Montero is presented with the 2010 Pennsylvania Legal Aid Network Excellence Award. Jim Montero was nominated for the Excellence Award by Bob Oakley, the Executive Director of Northwestern Legal Services.